Hey guys, it's Michie, and this is going to be my what has happened in the past 6 months video. So, July. On the 4th of July, me and Mike, my boyfriend, that was in the Adventures of Nothingness video, went to his uncle's house, and there was a cookout, and then we lit up fireworks, and it was just really fun. Then 2 days later, there was a demolition derby that he was supposed to be in, but then he couldn't get his car working, so we just watched it. But that was the first demo I'd been to in like 7 years, so it was really a fun time. Then that's about all that really happened in July. August. So for his birthday, I went over to his house and we got pizza and we watched some movies and stuff. Yeah, not much really happened that day. We just kind of relaxed, spent some time together. Then school started. So yeah, first day of high school. Wasn't that bad, really. High school's not that bad. We're in the second semester now. Yeah, high school's really not that bad. And then the beginning of September came around, and in art class, there was this one guy that sat like, because there was it was art class and there was tables. I don't know if I already said that in art. Yeah. Anyway, so there was tables set up like one here, and then there was like one in front. And I sat over here, and he sat up there. And then we're doing this art project where we had to like have a hand and like make it in a landscape scene. Anyway, it's called a handscape. Really retarded. So I was sitting there like this, trying to draw my hand, and he comes over, just like, "Do you need any help?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I used his hands to draw. Like, I drew his hands and stuff. And so we started talking. He had to be on Facebook. We started talking even more. I was still with Mike at the time. Then he tells me that I'm pretty. It's like, oh, thanks. And by that point, I knew that he liked me. I was like, oh, great, I have a boyfriend and another guy likes me. So he kept trying to get me to break up with Mike and tried to date me and all that crap. And Mike started getting really jealous. I was confused on who I wanted to be with, which was the stupidest freaking thing ever. And eventually, sorry, my tablet's charging and the thing hasn't plugged. Anyway, so then in September, me and Mike got in a big fight, and Jared was over at the time, and I broke up with Mike. Yeah. But then I started going out with Jared. Then after about a month, so at the end of... Okay, it was the beginning of September this has happened. Then the beginning of October, I broke up with him because, Mike stopped talking to me. He blocked me, everything else. And then I had an account on Facebook that wasn't my name. It was like one of those people that get on there and like, if you want to talk, you can talk to them. They can help you out a little bit. I'm in one of those accounts. And I started talking to Mike because he had blocked both my Facebook accounts and he never knew about this account. So I started talking to him on there. He didn't know it was me. And then eventually, near the beginning of October, when we're still with Jared, I told him it was me, and I told him how sorry I was and everything else. We started talking again, and then I realized that I still liked him a lot. So then there was conflict between him and me and Jared again. Then I didn't know who I wanted to be with. And finally I just broke up with Jared so that I would feel no obligation to either one of them. And I could have a clear head and pick which one I want to be with. I picked Jared. He was so upset and did not want to get back together. Then I wrote him a really long note telling him how sorry I was and explaining everything and telling him that I really wanted him back. And later that day at lunch, he runs up. I'm standing in the lunch line because we sit together. And I was standing at the lunch line. He was sitting with his friend. And he runs up to me in the lunch line and hugs me. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I want you back too. Will you take me back?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." And then, because that whole day I was so mopey and everything else. And then he did that. And I got so happy again. Then, about a week later, he breaks up with me. Yeah. Then that weekend, we were split up. And I was still talking to Mike through all this. Then, the next week, he said he's sorry, he wanted me back, so I gave him one last chance. So then he started going out, and that lasted about 3-4 days. He broke up with me again. And then that was a Thursday. Mike got his license that day, and he came over. And we started talking again and everything else. Then, then like the next Saturday, we went to a demolition derby. Freezing cold, and we got back together that night. And we've been together ever since then. So tomorrow it's been 3 months since we've been back together, and I couldn't have been happier. It literally feels like nothing's changed. It feels way longer than 3 months. It feels like we've been together since April 26, 2013, when we first started going out. Yeah. So, we're together and everything's all good. So yeah, October, for Halloween, I did a sugar skull makeup. And I can see it's 8 minutes, this video. So, we're gonna make a part 2 to this. That's why it was so long. So we want me and Mike went trick-or-treating on Halloween. And then November. Came over from Thanksgiving, came over for Christmas in December, and then now it's January, and yeah. That's about all I really had to say. Okay, so I couldn't name this properly, so that is about it. Be sure to like my page on Facebook, Just Another Outcast, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.